Hello everybody, it's Emery48 here and welcome back to some more ScapeCon 5. Today is the final for the General Wars event, which is VC Delta General Wars Lieutenant. This went to a 5th round and the final got to be streamed and commentated by Big Bullfrog. It is between Caps, who is on your left, and Mega Silver, who is on your right. As always, army details will be in the description down below.
Get to that here in a second. And then we need some Omnicron snipers. And we need a Sir Dupuis. We'll see. How many squads do we have of each guy here? 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four, 5. Alright, so let me pull up these special rules real quick. So, in here, we've got a special rule where you, when they were building their army, they needed to pick a unique hero from a list to be their lieutenant. This is not a free hero. So the lieutenant for Caps is Queen Qhyrion, and the lieutenant for Mega Silver is Sir Dupuis. Each lieutenant has a power which is called General's Order Aura, which says when attacking with a normal attack with a figure you control that is within 5 clear sight spaces of your lieutenant, you may roll Valkyrie dice. Each symbol rolled counts for an additional skull. General's Order Aura does not affect lieutenants. Note, this ability does not stack with Ornak. So, basically that means that when they're attacking, the symbols also count as skulls. So, actually pretty interesting. So Tommy's army with the snipers means that he has, well, I guess any army has more chances of rolling skulls. Tommy, or the snipers, double skulls. So, it should be a very interesting matchup going on here. I'm excited to see how it plays out. Just 1 second, sorry, I'm doing a couple other things real quick. Okie dokie. Alright, so, it's okay. What did I move? Or what did I miss? Nothing. They're just developing right now, and that's fine. That's good. So, range v range battle on this map. The glyphs do not matter. Like, this is just, you move up and you take shots, and the better shots win. Although, let's see. So, one nice thing about Caps' army, the Microcorp troopers, Tommy Mega Silver does not get height advantage against them. So the Omnicrons are going to be stuck rolling just one attack this whole time. So he's got that. Now, granted, you've still got more of a chance to roll the skulls there, but that'll be there. Also, you're making 4 attacks per turn instead of the 3 attacks per turn for the snipers, so you've got that too. So Caps could maybe edge him out there. Mega Silver thinks that he's got going for him. He's got better defense with his figures. 3 defense instead of 2 defense. He's also got he's also got 7 range instead of the 6 range that the troopers have. So he might be able to edge that. So that would be 2 hits there that we see, a skull and a symbol. Gets a kill on a sniper there. And yeah, that's basically it. Sorry, I'm just trying to think of like who do I feel like would be better suited to win in this situation, Mega or Caps. I kind of like the 4 attacks per turn from Caps a little bit better. I need to update a death there from the snipers. Let me do that. Let me do my job. But yeah, I like the 4 attacks per turn. I think a little bit better. But I do like the double. Like the offense is, or I guess the individual offense is better for the snipers, I think. Well, is it? Well, yeah, because they get the double skulls still. Troopers have more plays available to them because they get to get height. But I don't know. Honestly, this map seems kind of boring for this matchup, if I'm being fully honest here, which is fine, right? Like, it's a good map, but for this just range versus range and just taking a lot of shots, it's a little boring in my opinion. Alright, so 2 hits from Tommy there, and kills the trooper. Woo! Action! Alright, there we go. Hang on, I just realized that Sorry, I'm also getting very distracted right now. And that's fine. That's part of the experience here. Also, it's the end of the day. So, apologies to Caps and Mega, but unfortunately I am not the most focused on the game right now. There's just distractions going on. Also, this is VC Delta. Hang on, let me change the overlay for that. Ooh, there we go. The points are... Nope. Wait, what? What? What the heck? Those are the wrong players. That is incorrect as well. Okay. Pretend those are Delta points. That's why they're so off right now. Something else is going on there. I'm not sure what, but I'm also just not going to worry about it right now. Tokuni, especially because nobody's here live, so we're just kind of talking to myself right now, and I'm not holding myself to that standard right now, and I appreciate that from me, so thank you, me, and you're welcome, me. Oh wait, hang on, sorry, Beetleline, you're here! Oh, I didn't realize I was... I'm not talking to myself. What's up? I thought we were getting a Zack Redemption stream. That'd be nice. Unfortunately, we're not, but that would be nice, right? Yo, how are you doing? Sorry, just talking to myself here for a little bit, but glad to have you back. Glad to have somebody in here talking. No, this is the General Awards final that we're looking at right now. And I'm just kind of messing with stuff on this side, so I haven't, like... It's just a shootout. I do think it's interesting, though, I guess, if we're looking for interesting things. Tommy... Well, okay, I guess Tommy has kind of lost the race to height. He decided to put Sir Dupuis on level 3. I feel like he could have just moved up Sir Dupuis onto level 2, but like closer to the big glacier, so it's harder to get attacks on him. So that then you can get Omnicrons onto the level 3. Yeah, good. Glad you're back. Hope dinner was good. And this is the last game that I'm commentating for the day. This is just, like, we weren't planning on commentating this one, but they held off the finals until tonight. So we've got a game. And I am interested to see how this goes down. And I guess since you just got back, something to know. So this is the General Awards final, but they had a special rule. So they both have lieutenants, which is Sir Dupuis and Queen Qhyrion. Basically what they do is they're going to be giving their figures, when they're rolling attack, blanks also count as a skull. So you've got extra damage that's going to be happening during this. And also I'm realizing that when I'm getting distracted from thing to thing right now, I have not been updating the figure counts. There you go. We're up with it. Sick. Money moves for Scape Streamer Extraordinaire. But yeah, no, like, so I am kind of interested that Tommy, or I guess Mega has not left his level 3 as open to snipers. I guess, you know, obviously he doesn't want Sir Dupuis to get shot or killed, because then he loses that bonus. But I feel like I'd, you know, move him a little bit closer to the big glacier, leave him on level 2, let the Microcorp try to snipe him out, and then you can just like shoot them, right? I don't know. This is also, I feel like, the more I look at it, a tougher matchup for the Microcorp, or sorry, for the Omnicrons, because they're capped at 1 attack. Even though they get the bonus from Sir Dupuis, they're not getting more dice, they're just getting more chance to get a skull, which is still good for the Omnicrons, right? Because you still get the double skulls, so it's not the worst, but they are just capped there. And QQ rolls direct defense rolls. That's fair, yeah. You know, actually, this, to come to think of it, this is the first time I've seen Queen Qhyrion be played, so kind of hope we get to see a little bit of action from her. That'd be fun. But yeah, for now it's just kind of a shootout. Honestly, nothing against the format or the players or the matchup or anything like that, but it is just kind of like, and I will take a turn shooting, and you will take a turn shooting, and then I will take a turn shooting, and then you shall also take a turn shooting. Oh, jeez. Sorry, I got stuff that keeps falling over here. Let me shore it up a little bit real quick. Alright. Alright, another shot on an Omnicron going through there. And then turn 3 on those snipers.
Kill your thrill. 20 minutes. Kill your thrill. 20 minutes.
I played against it in a format where she was changed to an Utgar Relentless Qhyri, which bonded her with Death Knights or 0 defense most of the game. I was not playing Vinox. Oh no! Rolling 0 defense while you're not playing Vinox? That sounds awful. Yeah, that sounds like a rough game. I'm not jealous of that. Wiped me in 3 rounds? Yeah. No, that sounds really strong, right? Give her bonding with Death Knights? That's good. I guess now she's soon getting bonding with those what are they called? The Scions? Those little wormling duties. Which might be fine, but not as good as Death Knights. Death Knight seems very strong. Yeah, I'm interested to see how those Scions work with that. Like, I know a lot of people have been kind of pooping on the Scions, and I think it's fair. Like, I don't think the Scions will be the best thing ever. But I think you'll have some interesting builds and some interesting armies going on. Like, I do think it's funny that, so if you take the Scions and you just don't give the full information, because obviously they're not the best thing ever, right? Like, they're not as good as Greenscales. But if you just kind of present them to a person and you're like, all right, so It's a 3-man squad. Okay, cool. And they also bond. Oh, okay, nice. They bond with dragons. Oh, really? Okay, greenscales are good. These guys must be pretty good too, right? Yeah, and also they have a ranged special attack. Dude, you serious? Like, that sounds broken. And then you tell them, yeah, but like you can only attack stuff that's like close enough and stuff like that, but yeah, my opinion, yes, they are worse greenscales, but they're sick dragons. That's all I needed to know. Yeah, right? Like I don't really mind too much if they're just worse greenscales. You know, because I guess from like a competitive standpoint, yeah, they're not that great, right? Greenscales are just better, and that's fine. That's okay. But yeah, right? Like Sonlin finally got bonding. Absolutely, I agree with you, right? And they bond with the queen. They bond with Sudama, right? Like you get just a little bit of use to these niche figures, and I don't like. For me, I know some people are probably like, "Oh, Sonlin, I really wanted Sonlin to have a good bonding option, and these guys are not a strong bonding option." But I don't really care. Like especially with bonding, because honestly, for me, bonding's a little bit boring. Easier to get a hold of than greenscales too. That's fair. I mean, like greenscales are probably really expensive nowadays, right? Like I'm glad I got mine back in the day, because I do not envy people who are buying into Scape currently, like especially if they're going after the old stuff. But yeah, right, and it like not everything needs to be super competitive. You just need to have fun, right? You just need to be able to have fun. $75 for a squad for greenscales, man. Maybe it's time for me to sell all my Scape. I will say there have been moments where I'm like, man, I don't play Scape as often as I would like to anymore. Maybe I should just sell everything. And fortunately, I've resisted those impulses. But man, 75, and then yeah, like you're saying, 40 to 60 for scions, and they're being produced actively. Exactly, right. And also you get with the scions the great bows, right? So it's like you're not even just getting scions, you're getting the great bows as well. So yeah, it starts to make it look like a pretty good deal. Man. But yeah, Scions will. I'm excited to see what people do with Scions. Rip me, ad, hold that thought. Oh no! Alright, I will hold my thoughts until you get back. Oh, welcome back. Hang on, was that ad not super long? When I was looking at it on my phone, like the ads were always super long. Let's see real quick also, just to make sure I'm like 10 seconds. Oh, nice. That is very lucky. Looking at the game real quick, just to make sure I'm not missing too much of the action. Like I said, it's mostly been a shootout, trying to get hits and stuff. Caps has just maintained the high ground. I thought it would be easier for Tommy to get and contest the high ground, but it just hasn't been since Dupuis has taken up spots there. Which, again, you know, like I've already said, I would have put Dupuis maybe a little bit lower ground just to allow Omnicrons to climb up a bit more. That may or may not be the right choice. In fact, that's probably the wrong choice. These guys are better players than I am. Because, especially now that I'm seeing how easily Caps is able to move around the map with these Microcorp, I could definitely see them like shooting him out pretty quickly. But it looks like right now Caps is kind of locking Mega Silver on the lower ground and keeping him from, you know, being able to just get many places. And I also think like, you know, this, yeah, I think this map really favors Caps right now. All right, so that's a dead Omnicron, and then a couple wounds on Dupuis for right now. So let's, and they've got one more attack. Okay, that one's blocked. So let's see, that is now 8 Omnicrons down and 2 wounds on Dupuis. So yeah, Tommy needs some of these attacks to go through. Like, you just really need something to work out here. I tried earlier to pull up the armies for General Wars, and I just don't see them right now. Oh, there they are. Now they're here. Alright, cool. Because I was curious, after I saw that Lieutenant ability, I was curious what the armies would look like. So I'm not too surprised that the two top armies are ranged armies, right? Like, that makes it so much easier to sit in an aura. Granted, let's see, who else were the other lieutenants? We've got Ewashia, Rhogar, Van Nessing, Shiori, Tandros, Tomoe, Dupuis, Lilja, Sergeant Drake, Viscerot, Maladrix, Sharwin, Mielki, Azurite Warlord, Leviathan, Ne-Gok-Sa, Motley Max, Dune, Queen Qhyrion, Breach. I probably didn't need to say all of those out loud, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm not too surprised that it's like a lot of ranged armies that made it to the top. Some of them are melee bonders, but probably not enough to like counter the range. So if I'm like looking at the other armies in here, like Armok Vipers made it pretty high, so that's good. But then you've got like Stingers, you got Grok Riders, you got Cutters, that's cool. Mohicans, Abriana Archers, Mohicans, Snipers again, Grok Riders again. So yeah, there's a good amount of range. Yeah, range seems kind of like the way to go here. Especially since a lot of these lieutenants did not have synergies. Well, interesting. See, hard to play for RNGesus when the snipers roll one attack base. I know, right? Like, they've got more of a chance to roll or to hit a skull, but it's just tough. Yeah, it's gonna be difficult for it. Duned as a lieutenant is an interesting choice, right? And this is Delta. What is Duned in Delta again? Let me double check that real quick. Duned, Delta. 80 points. So yeah, not bad. And honestly, he's got pretty good survivability. So if you were doing a ranged pod, like Vidar armies like to do, I could see it. Like, I could see Duned instead of Queen Qhyrion here, but also Queen Qhyrion's cool too, right? And she's a better hero for cleanup. But yeah, no, this kind of seems like an interesting format. I kind of wish that's part of, like, it's fun to watch all the championship games. I'm glad that those are the ones that we prioritize, but also sometimes I want to see, like, the other ones as well. Let's see, I want Dune's bonding so bad. I want him to be good. Yeah, you and me both. Well, I guess I don't necessarily want Dune bonding. I just want him to be good. I guess it would. I've seen a lot of attempts to give Dune bonding that were really bad, I felt. Part of it because, like, I've seen people try to do just like hunter bonding, and there are a lot of hunters in the game. And so that, like, it's just, and all the hunters are so different, so they haven't been great cards because of that. But I think it can happen. Right, like, I'm not saying it's impossible, and I'd love some kind of, like, I don't think full bonding would be that fun, but I do want, like, I don't know, some kind of movement bonding or something for him. Or even if you did, like, I don't know, some kind of Doggin specific thing, or, yeah, Gorillinator movement bonding, but Doggin instead, I could see that. I think that'd be cool. Like, I could definitely see some kind of Doggin synergy going on. Like, I mean, more Doggin would be awesome, because, like, the Doggin looks so cool. Dune looks so cool. I'd love more of that. Let's see. So Tommy actually had a couple of good turns there, looks like. Where we're kind of down on Microcorp now. I guess now they're getting some kills back in. Let's see how much damage they do here. Okay, killing another Omnicron. Alright, there's another one. So that's 3 dead Omnicrons this turn. And then a shot into Sir Dupuis, which is blocked. Okay, so 3 more dead Omnicrons. Let's update that. All right. Also, just really want to run Dune with the Dragoon and wreck people's order markers. Yeah, right? That would be fun. I feel like order markers, I guess more and more lately, there's been more order marker impacting powers coming out. But, like, I feel like that's been an unexplored area of HeroScape for a while. Like, I want more of that. Because I just think it's fun to wreck people's order markers. And that's kind of what I want for a while I was actually looking at a Duned army that was, let's see if I can remember it. I think it was like Romans and Mogrim, and then Duned as a support. And this is before Delta, so like, you know, Duned was way too way too overpriced for it to actually work. But I did have a little bit of fun of it where, so like you do Mogrim for the initiative bonus, so that you're more likely to take your first turn with Duned, and then you can use Duned to get rid of more order markers, right? Like that's the kind of synergy I think would be cool for Duned, like some kind of movement / or initiative bonus, so that you can like take the first turn and try to just wipe a bunch of order marker deck or a bunch of order markers on there. You can play control deck like in Pokemon Yu-Gi-Oh! Magic. Give us HeroScape control deck. Dude, I'd love that. Yeah, that's totally what I want. Like, I love playing control decks. And I'd love to be able to have that, you know, like lower offense, but, you know, you're just controlling the game, controlling the pace. That'd be great. All right, let's see. A couple more Microcorp died. So, actually, you know what? I thought Caps had an edge earlier, and I do think he did. But the way it's kind of come down to it is we've got one squad of Microcorp, and then Queen Qhyrion and Otonashi against one squad and one Omnicron Sniper and Sir Dupuis. So this could be interesting. I wonder, let's see, between Sir Dupuis and Queen Qhyrion, Queen Qhyrion's got the edge, right? Sir Dupuis got lower attack. I guess he's got more move, so he's more likely to get first strike, but... Sir Dupuis got, equal life, I guess. They're both at 4 life. But interesting. Alright, we'll have to see how this goes. Tommy's lining up some shots. Looks like he's trying to get some shots on Qhyrion here. Think QQ over Dupuis, Dupuis, but Sniper's greater than Micro, at least right now. Yeah, I'd agree with that. And especially where Tommy just won initiative, and he gets to potentially take off a couple of Microcorp. Let's see, because all of Caps' order markers are on Troopers. So yeah, if he can take off, so there's 1. If he can get 2, he's very happy. If he can get 3, awesome possum. Alright, and that's a double. So there you go, there's another hit. And then, oh man, Caps is probably really regretting putting all of his order markers on the Troopers right now, because he is down to a single Trooper remaining. Holy cow, that is a very quick turnaround. And I guess it's the power of Omnicron Snipers, right? Like, you know, when you're doubling your skulls and you've got extra skulls because of the Lieutenant thing, like, that can just turn around real quick. And so now Caps is going to have to, like, hope for a good shot here. And that's a very good shot here. Lucky Snipers more and more with 4 out of 6 skulls on every die. Right? Like, it is not a bad deal at all. See, so Tommy's now looking to get some shots. He's trying to finish off that Trooper, which, no, that's fine. I was saying, I was gonna think going to low ground, maybe not the best, but yeah, that's okay, because he gets the kill anyway. I know he's got 2 shots on Queen Qhyrion. He's gonna have at least 1 order marker stolen. I wouldn't be surprised if Caps had order marker number 3 on the Queen, but yeah, there's at least 1 lost turn there. Alright, hey, nice block, nice block. Alright, there's the number 2. Mega Silver gets turn 3 here. And yeah, you just move up and take 3 shots into Queen Qhyrion. See how she does. 2 hits and 1 wound. Alright, try again. That's a miss. Once more. Hit. And no wounds. Alright, so just 1 wound on Queen there. Not the worst, not the worst. And oh, Order Marker 3 was also on Microcorp, so that's end of round. Yeah, Tommy's got to be feeling pretty good about this. It's going to be tough for Queen Qhyrion to get through all this, I believe. Right, you've got 3 snipers plus Dupuis. Not, like, it's not the worst odds. Right, like, especially of games that we've seen. It's not the least close a game has been so far on stream, but it's a far cry from being easy. Oh, especially because Queen Qhyrion has 4 move. Right? Like, only 4 move? That's tough. Like, those Omnicrons are going to be able to snipe her for a bit. Yeah, she's real slow. I always forget that she's only got 4 move. That sucks. I do like that, though. Go for the one in the south to block LOS. That's a good idea. You're just going to be shot the whole time. And yes, she can't reach any of them right now, so Tommy just needs to wait then fire. Alright, 2 hits. And 2 wounds. He just needs 1 more wound there. Alright, 2 hits. And there's a wound. That's dead Qhyrion. Yeah, this is not looking good for Caps at all. And then, yep, just snipers moving in to take care of Otonashi. And they probably take her out here, right? You're attacking from height now. You get the, 4 skulls. That's it. And that's the GG. That is the end of the game. Well done, both players. Congratulations to Caps on making it into 2nd place, and congratulations to Mega Silver for taking the win. Well done. I'm proud of you both. So proud of you both. Alright, well, it has been a great time watching some HeroScape with you guys, especially you, Beadline, because I'm very glad you came in for this game, because I think I might have gone a little bit crazy talking to myself if it was just me the whole time, so I appreciate your company. So, for you / anybody else who might, I don't know, chime in here, I'm going to keep the stream running for the rest of the night. They're still doing another event, so I'll ask them to put games on stream. However, I'm just not going to be casting them. I'm not going to be doing commentary at this point, because I've been talking for a while. But you'll probably be able to see some Kill Your Swill games go on. I'm going to go ahead and mute the mic, though. That way you can play whatever, music you want to it. No risk of this thing coming in. I don't know how your sound system works, but yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful night. We'll be back here tomorrow with more HeroScape action, so make sure you join in.